and this is on. Yeah, I'm getting freaked out about this. Right. So what is our next plan for the kettlebells? Where are we taking it?
I think kettlebells has a massive future ahead of it. I mean, in the time I've been involved, I feel there isn't such a thing as one particular type of person who's involved in kettlebells, and that's its massive, massive strength. It goes from people like myself who had never done any sport before, right the way through to seasoned athletes who have professional careers and are coming on to something else. And I think that's really what we need to tap into, this idea that kettlebells is for absolutely everyone.
So let's say I'm completely beginner, yeah? I never done anything in my life. And why I should start kettlebells? What's the reason?
Because it's a fantastic workout. It'll help you to lose weight, it'll help you to improve your body composition and to get stronger. And just because it's really, really good fun. The basic exercises are quite simple to master. It doesn't take very long before you've covered everything. It's not like it's years before you've mastered all the skills. And you can go on to build from that. There's always a new challenge. You can either do more reps or do it for longer, or you can use a heavier kettlebell. And it's easy to measure the progress you're making. And in addition to that, the people you meet through kettlebells are absolutely fantastic. So if you're looking for a way to get to know a whole load of different people from all sorts of different backgrounds and experiences, it's absolutely the sport to go for.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's actually true, because we've met so many people so far, isn't it? And
what I love about it is that you can go along to a competition and you, even as a relative beginner, get the chance to compete alongside very experienced athletes. And I can't really think of any other sport where you would have that opportunity.
So, okay, so how it started for you? When it started? Do you remember the moment? I know basically Chris came to me first, and I was teaching him a little bit of kettlebells. Obviously, I had no idea about kettlebell sport at this moment. So how was from your side? How it's happened?
My experience, my history with kettlebells goes back a very, very long way. I remember when I was a student, I lived in Moscow for a while, and I remember messing about with kettlebells in friends' flats there. And then it kind of completely went out of my mind. And then I became aware that kettlebells were becoming more popular in this country. And I was lying on my bed on holiday, in fact, looking at the internet on the phone, and I thought, let's have a look and see. I quite fancy learning how to do kettlebells. Not thinking about getting fit or anything, but just to learn the skill of kettlebells. Lying on my bed, having a look at my phone, internet, put into a search engine, kettlebells, Edinburgh, and up pops Edinburgh Kettlebell Club. So I remember sending you an email saying, can I come along and try this? Tried it out, came along when I got back from my holidays, had a fantastic time, and the rest is history, as it were.
And for the long, long time, you've been only my one client. We had the class of me and you. Yeah, it was good times, good times.
And that's a really good illustration that at the start we didn't know about kettlebell sport or about competing. That was never part of the discussion, but just as a great way of learning a skill, having some fun, starting to get fitter, and then finding out, yeah, there's something you can do.
And do you remember the moment you said, yes, I want to do 10 minutes of 32 and I want to do Master of Sport? Do you remember this moment?
Absolutely. Pretty soon after I started doing kettlebells, I probably started end of August, and then by the November or December, we went down to a course down in Newcastle.
Oh yeah, with Mark.
With Mark and with Eddie, yeah. And it was at that point I really discovered that, yeah, there's a sport here, and I thought, yeah, this is something I would really like to do. Never having taken part in any sporting competition before, I thought...
So you never play any sport?
Not
like
really.
No.
Been running, done a bit of jogging, a bit of gym, that kind of stuff, but nothing apart from that. And I thought, yeah, this is something that there's still a chance for me, even at my advanced age, there's still a chance I could compete here. And at that stage, I was far from being at a level of being able to compete, but it really gave me something to work towards, developing the skills, building my strength, and then probably about 4 or 5 months after that, I was able to take part in my first competition, and the rest is history. It's been great.
So do you got any successes? Like, have you won anything yet?
I've got a number of gold medals,
Well,
this is the nice thing about kettlebell sport. You can take part in these competitions, and you're competing against other people, yes, but to a large extent you're competing against yourself, and it's all about doing better that you did last time, and about building the number of reps you can do and the weights you can use. So that's really nice, and I think that really helps the atmosphere around kettlebell sport, that it's not cut and thrust and feeling that all these people, you're my competitors, I'm against you. Everyone's together in this because it is such an open field, and yeah, brilliant. I would recommend it to absolutely anyone.
Well done. Okay, so you taking class here, isn't it? You became the part of Fitness Soul just recently, and you've got your class. I actually attended this class just before this interview with you. Just use your time now, invite people for it. Why they should come?
Well, I hope from what I've been saying you've heard a little bit about why I enjoy kettlebells. On a Saturday morning, I really look forward to coming down here, just because there's a great bunch of people who turn up. We have some fun, we work really hard, get a bit sweaty, and you can then leave 10 o'clock, you can go home and feel, yeah, I've worked really hard this morning, I've had some fun, now I can go off and do the rest of the weekend. I've had so much fun out of kettlebells. I would love to pass that on to you, and it would be fantastic to see you down here taking part in the class. Doesn't matter if you've never lifted a kettlebell before, we can take you right from the beginning up to whatever level. There's always a challenge there for everyone.
That's it, and the class starts at 9:15?
9:15, yeah. I'm usually here about 9 o'clock, so if you want to come down and get warmed up, you can do that. It's 1 hour of really good hard work on a Saturday morning, and the time's yours to do what else you want to do.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Right.